Hello my fellow noobs, today I shall do a detailed guide about how to play Valeera in Heroes of the Storm. Now she is a very intricate character, which has a crap ton of combinations and builds, so I'll try to make it as simple as possible, so that you can become a better Valeera player. Now by no means am I the best expert and I don't know everything, but hopefully this can help you out. Now, there is three main builds I want to talk about, and within these builds, there are sub-builds or tweaks that you can do. The first build is the Sinister Strike build, which is useful for catching low mobile targets. The second build is the Ambush build, that relies on a quick in and out and chase, but very similar to the Sinister Strike build, as it branches off this build. The third is the Auto Attack build, that focuses on Garrote and Eviscerate, useful for taking on bruises and divers or disabling squishy mages. And the last build is the support build. Support, but not in the sense that she is healing, but disabling enemy units which should only be taken in quick match when it's seemingly impossible for you to assassinate anyone because of the team comp. Alright, the timers will be provided if you want to go ahead and skip to the build that you want to see. So first of all, the Sinister Strike and Ambush build. This build has great mobility and consistent damage. You're basically using your Q, aka Sinister Strike, to follow and chase down the enemy. There is two variations of this. One with shorter range but more damage, or the other with longer range for more chase potential but less burst damage. It's really up to you. Depending on the team combination, this build mostly focuses on consistent and chasing damage rather than the burst, but depending on the skill combos, bursts can still be achieved. So the talents are as follows. Level 1, Vigor. You need the extra energy to pull this off. Basically with 120 energy cap when you complete this trait, it allows you to pull off your entire combo. Level 4 is Relentless Strikes, allowing you to Sinister Strike 33% more, which means instead of 4 total strikes, you can do 6 with a total energy of 120. Level 7 is either Mutilate or Assassinate. This is where it kinda branches out. If there are heroes that are very mobile, go for Assassinate, because you want that extra range on your Sinister Strike to catch up with them. Assassinate, later mixed with Death from Above, will compensate for your damage and give you a huge chase potential. Mutilate, on the other hand, doubles the damage and is extremely useful for consistent damage against slow moving targets. Level 10, you can choose either, but this build works really well with Cloak of Shadows as you need the Unstoppable to chase or to run away. Level 13, if you chose Assassinate, go for Death from Above. This will enable you to have more chase potential. If you chose Mutilate, go for either Blind or Strangle. It really depends on what they have in the other team. Level 16, if you chose Death from Above, go for Thistle Tea. Now this variation of the build is purely chase, so you need as much as energy and mobility as possible, and this trait just gives you that. Now this combined with the level 1 trait Vigor might seem like an overkill, but it allows you to cast 3 or 4 more skills, which gives more damage and skill casting potentials. Now level 20, go for Night Slayer, as this trait is also crucial for the combos and for its utility. Note that the skill orders can vary very much depending on the situation of the game. Make sure to use your ult in between when you need to, especially during chasing or disengaging. Also note that the longer combos are for prolonged fights. If you're losing, break off the combo and disengage immediately. Alright, so let's start off with the ambush combos. Your ambush Sinister Strike talent should look something like this. Okay, so let's start off with the Vanish combo, when you start off with 0 combo points. You Vanish, Ambush Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, Sinister Strike to disengage.
I carve my own.
If you're chasing, Vanish, Ambush Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Eviscerate Sinister Strike 3 times, then Eviscerate, Thistle Tea, Vanish, Ambush Sinister Strike, Eviscerate Sinister Strike to chase or disengage again.
That gives me an idea.
Now, for the Sinister Strike into the Vanish combo. First of all, you start off with Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Vanish, Ambush, Eviscerate, Sinister Strike, and then one more Sinister Strike to disengage. To chase, Sinister Strike, Blade Fury into Vanish, Ambush, Eviscerate, Sinister Strike to chase, Sinister Strike again, Eviscerate, Thistle T, Vanish, Ambush, Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, and Sinister Strike to disengage.
Fine by me. Blades are ready.
Here, in between, you want to keep your eye on your Vanish cooldown and your energy levels to the time the last Sinister Strike plus Eviscerate into Ambush. Note, you cannot pull this combo off without the level 20 Vanish. If you are starting with one combo point, here is the Vanish combo. First Vanish, Ambush, Sinister Strike, Eviscerate, Blade Fury, and then Sinister Strike to disengage.
That gives me an idea.
If you are chasing, Vanish, Ambush, Sinister Strike, Eviscerate, Blade Fury, Sinister Strike to chase, Sinister Strike again, Eviscerate, Thistle T, Vanish, Ambush, Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, and then Sinister Strike to chase once again or disengage.
That gives me an idea. Now you're thinking like a rogue.
Here is the Sinister Strike into the Vanish combo. First Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, Vanish, Ambush, Sinister Strike, Eviscerate, and Sinister Strike to disengage.
For the Centaur. Swift and silent.
For the Centaur. Swift and silent.
To chase, Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, Vanish, Ambush, Sinister Strike, Eviscerate, Sinister Strike, Thistle T, Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, Vanish, Ambush, Sinister Strike, Eviscerate, and then Sinister Strike to disengage.
Fine by me.
Fine by me.
If you are starting with 2 combo points, here is the Vanish combo. Vanish, Ambush, Eviscerate, Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, and then Sinister Strike to disengage.
For the Centauri.
If you are chasing, Vanish, Ambush, Eviscerate, Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, Sinister Strike, Thistle T, Sinister Strike twice, Eviscerate, Vanish, Ambush, Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, and Sinister Strike to chase or disengage.
Fine by me. Not enough energy. Don't have enough energy.
Here is the Sinister Strike into Vanish combo. Sinister Strike, Eviscerate, Vanish, Ambush, Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, and then disengage.
Enough energy.
To chase, Sinister Strike, Eviscerate, Vanish, Ambush, Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, and Sinister Strike 3 times, Facility, Eviscerate, Vanish, Ambush, Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, and Sinister Strike to disengage.
Don't have enough energy. Can't do that yet.
Enough energy.
If you are starting with 3 combo points, Eviscerate, Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Vanish, Ambush, Eviscerate, and then Sinister Strike to disengage. If you are chasing, Eviscerate, Blade Fury, Sinister Strike, Vanish, Ambush, Eviscerate, Sinister Strike 3 times, Facility, Eviscerate, Vanish, Ambush, Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, and then Sinister Strike to disengage.
Waves are ready. Can't do that yet.
Ready.
Another useful combo is the Chase finisher. Sinister Strike, Vanish, Ambush, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, then Sinister Strike. This Chase combo is useful as a gap closer or a finisher. Try to have at least 1 combo point in this to get the most out of it. Another useful combo is the Slippery Escape. Vanish, Ambush, and Sinister Strike in the opposite direction. This is useful to save your life or trick the enemy while you're trying to disengage.
The shadows part. Survive that. I told you to watch your back.
Also, be careful with mixing auto attacks into the Vanish combos, as it might pre-cancel the Vanish and will render the combo useless. Note that these combos are used to chase the enemy down with your Sinister Strikes. Missing one of these Sinister Strikes might lead into the failure of the combo as well. Now back to the Sinister Strike heavy damage build. In level 16, if you went for either Blind or Strangle, go ahead with Seal Fate. With this talent, you're purely doing damage through your Sinister Strikes. Also, you gain 2 combo points for Sinister Striking an enemy that is stunned, silenced, or rooted. The combo is as follows. Your talent tree should look something like this. When you start off with 0 combo points, here is the Vanish combo. Vanish, Cheap Shot, or Garrote into Sinister Strike, Eviscerate, Blade Fury, then Sinister Strike to disengage. If you are chasing, Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Vanish, Cheap Shot, Eviscerate, Sinister Strike, Auto, attacks, then Sinister Strike, then Eviscerate.
Not enough energy.
Not enough energy.
If you are starting with one combo point, here is the Vanish combo. Vanish, Cheap Shot, or Garrote, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, Sinister Strike 2 times, then Eviscerate.
Not enough energy.
Enough energy.
Sinister Strike into Vanish combo. Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, Vanish, Cheap Shot, Sinister Strike, then Eviscerate.
Can't do that yet. Now you're thinking like a rogue.
If you are starting with two combo points, Vanish combo, Vanish, Cheap Shot, or Garrote into Eviscerate, Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, then Sinister Strike to disengage.
Don't have enough energy.
If you want to chase, Sinister Strike, Eviscerate, Vanish, Cheap Shot, Sinister Strike, Eviscerate, then Sinister Strike.
Good idea.
If you are starting with 3 combo points, Eviscerate, Vanish, Cheap Shot, or Garrote, Sinister Strike, Eviscerate, then Sinister Strike.
I don't have enough energy.
Another combo is the Sinister Strike into Vanish combo. Sinister Strike and auto attack 3 times, Eviscerate, Vanish, Cheap Shot, Sinister Strike, Eviscerate, then Sinister Strike. This is good for chasing.
All right.
Note that these combos are used to chase down the enemy with your Sinister Strikes. Missing one of these Sinister Strikes might lead into the failure of the combo. Remember that the Sinister Strikes deal more damage but have shorter range, so make sure you're close by the enemy. This will be a bit harder as the range is significantly lower, so this build and skill order combination might take some time to get used to. Now, for the Garrote Eviscerate or auto-attacking build. With this build, it focuses more on auto-attacking and silencing. It's useful against mages and bruisers that fight up close. This build is also very useful for taking mercenary camps, so if there's no one that can actually do that on your team, and there's no lane that you can gank, take some camps from time to time. All you need is Vanish and Garrote to get the auto-attack damage bonus. This build works really well with squishies and almost no mobility characters, as you'd be surprised at how much auto-attack damage you can dish out. Now for her talents. Level 1 Crippling Poison. You need this in order to slow the enemy down more because you're auto-attacking them. Combat readiness could be an option if there's a lot of auto-attackers, but Crippling Poison should be taken for the most part. Level 4 is Hemorrhage. Works really well against mages as not only you silence them, but you get an attack damage bonus as well. Level 7 is Slice and Dice, which gives you an extra attack speed if you combo your abilities properly. Level 10, you can really go for Eva for this build, but Smoke Bomb is definitely more effective as it allows you to auto-attack from the shadows. Level 13, Strangle works well with this build, as most of the times you'll be using Garrote for the buff bonuses. Level 16, either Rupture or Exposed Armor works fine. If there's a lot of tanks that have armor, i.e. Garage, this talent is better, but Rupture should be taken for the most part, as it gives you the bonus attack and resets that buff. Level 20, Night Slayer once again because of the utility that it brings. With no combo points, Sinister Strike, Blade Fury, Vanish, Crippling Poison, Garrote, Eviscerate in auto attacks. Crippling Poison can be used beforehand if the combo is tricky, but activating just before Garrote allows you enough time to slow them down for the Eviscerate and auto attack combos. To Vanish combo, Vanish, Crippling Poison, Garrote, Sinister Strike 2 times, Eviscerate and auto attack.
Alright.
Alright.
With one combo point, Sinister Strike combo, Crippling Poison, Sinister Strike, Vanish, Garrote, Eviscerate and auto attacks. Vanish combo. Vanish, Crippling Poison, Garrote, Blade Fury, Eviscerate, auto attack, plus Sinister Strike if you want to chase or disengage.
Don't have its energy.
With two combo points, Sinister Strike combo, Crippling Poison, Sinister Strike, Eviscerate, Vanish, Garrote and auto attacks plus Blade Fury. Vanish combo. Vanish, Crippling Poison, Garrote, Eviscerate, auto attacks plus Blade Fury and Sinister Strike to chase or disengage.
For the Sinister. Not enough energy.
For the Sinister. Not enough energy.
With 3 combo points, Crippling Poison, Eviscerate, Vanish, Garrote, auto attack plus Blade Fury, Sinister Strike, Eviscerate then auto attacks.
Not enough energy. Swift and silent.
Not enough energy. Swift and silent.
Finally, for the last build, we have the support build. Now just because it's called a support build doesn't mean you won't be dishing out damage. The damage is still there. Yes, it is much more less than the other builds, but it still has carry potential. At level 1, crippling poison for its slow. Level 4, wound poison to disable healing of enemy units. This is useful if there's a lot of healers or heroes that can self-sustain themselves. Level 7, go for fatal finance, as this will help you AoE damage for more and help you clean up lanes as well. This trait decreases the energy cost of Blade Fury, enabling you to do your entire combo. It also gives you a little extra damage, which makes up for the fact that all you have been taking is support traits. Level 10, either is viable depending on the situation. Level 13, either blind or strangle depending on the enemy team comp. Level 16, go for exposed armor. Level 20, Night Slayer all the way. With this build, ganking should almost guarantee a secured kill if done right, as not only will you provide CC, but slow and less healing on top of that. Gank can help lane clear in the early game, and during the team fights always go for the main damage dealer, stun or silence them, depending on the situation, with your crippling and wound poison both activated. These abilities and traits will amount to a crap ton of utility, disabling most enemy heroes. Remember that this is also a very niche pick, so only go for it when you're certain you can't really put in damage, and if the team needs more disabling utilities. Anyway, that is all for my guide for Valeera. If you'd like to see some full in-game footage of me using these, please let me know in the comments below and I'll upload one of it. Remember, Valeera takes a lot of practice to get used to, so I advise going to try mode and practicing her combos there. Also, please let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see more in-depth guides and what you think. And tell me, what are your favorite combos, or anything that I have missed out on. I'm Requiem from the Noob Pilot, signing out. Peace! Did you know that if you go for Illusion Master with Samuro, you can actually send one of your clones back to the base and teleport with it instantly to go back home? Not only that, but your clones can actually mount without no cast time as well. This is just one of the things that we will cover on our next guide of Samuro, so make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more guides and content.